gentlemen, welcome to Battling with Bourbon. I'm your host, the real effing deal, the whole effing show, Mike Verduzco.
And I'm your host, Rockstar Johnny Nine.
And today we have Taste Test Tuesday. What do we got?
We got a couple of barrel-proof options for you. We coming in with the rare bird, or the rare breed for the rare bird. It's coming in at 116.8 proof. That's a
spicy meatball.
That's an industry favorite right there. It's a classic. And then we got the Lux Row double single barrel.
Double.
It's a very weird name for a thing that's basically it's a
blend.
It's two single barrels.
It's two barrels.
It's their wheated mash bill and their rye mash bill.
They put them together.
Take two barrels and blend them together.
Which no longer makes it a single barrel, it makes it a blend.
It sure doesn't. But this one comes in at, where the hell is it?
We love Lux Row, so we'll let it slide.
We do. Lux Row is phenomenal.
118, right? Like the blood.
115.
115.
It says it on the side.
115.
The other
All right.
place they put it. All right. Let's start with the Lux Row because it is lowest proof.
Excellent.
115. And as you guys know, we did a barrel pick at Lux Row, which was a great experience. Shout out to them. Shout out to Harry at B Liquors. Wonderful time he gave us.
Oh, such a phenomenal nose.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the nose here.
As much as I like making fun of it being double single barrel and this, that, and the other, it really is delicious. If you've never had it before, it's worth the pickup.
And it's $80-ish, $79.99 normally, and where this one comes in at usually about $56.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a little bit of a price discrepancy here.
I do think there's so like this one was dumped in 18, so 2024, 6 years. It's not quite old, so they're all similar. This is also hard to find, and it is cheaper, so you might gravitate towards this one based off price point.
And usually rare breed is available at Binny's pretty regularly. It's pretty a shelfer bottle out in Illinois, but this one it's becoming a shelfer bottle.
Yeah.
It kind of was weird at the beginning. It was kind of a limited and then turned into a shelfer bottle, which it's kind of a cool concept. But this is very Lux Row, patented Lux Row. Kind of smells like if you mix a Rebel and a Ezra Brooks together, which is what pretty much they did.
Yeah, sweet and tangy with a little bit of spice is what I'm picking up right now.
Yeah, it has that almond note, but much more vanillas and caramels than the almond.
Mm-hmm. What am I picking up? I'm picking up like a creme brulee.
Yeah. That's what that has kind of what I'm leaning towards. With it has that
like
almond,
a burnt sugar.
And sometimes when you do a creme brulee, it does have that little bit of almond flavor, like an almond pastry.
Yeah.
Like those really good almond pastries that you get for breakfast at a really nice bakery.
Not gonna lie, this is fantastic.
It's really good. And the finish is
it's gonna be crazy.
It's pretty long. This is, if you didn't know, they have a really crazy good version of this. Is the 12-year-old at the distillery, and this one basically jumped up a notch. It's a barrel proof, same thing, two different barrels of the same of their two different mash bills.
I learned today who coined the phrase chew, but I also forgot today who coined the phrase chew. Do you remember?
I don't.
By any chance?
I don't,
Yeah.
but I remember hearing that.
He came up. I wish I would remember for you guys.
Yeah, we went on a couple tours today. One was meh, and one was
fantastic.
Great.
Yeah.
So we won't specify which one because we love all the distilleries. Now we're going on to the turkey.
To the rare breed.
Rare breed, baby.
Gobble gobble.
Now this one smells older.
You think so?
It smells older to me.
Okay. So I actually get less on the nose.
Yes. No, I agree. There is a little less on the nose, but maybe we need to clear our palates, our nose palates.
No, I'm not smelling my armpit for my hard day's worth of bourbon hunting. It's a way to reset your palate,
That's
similar to
actually-
like perfuming. You smell coffee grinds.
Yep.
I don't have coffee grinds,
You
so
can go nose blind.
arm sleeve it is.
Like that weird commercial with the nose blind. Now you get a lot. Now I'm getting a lot of oak, a lot of like that orange peel vanilla that you get in a turkey. A lot more oak on it than I thought I remembered from a rare breed.
I like it.
Ooh, smoother.
You like
a little
it?
smoother.
Smoother than?
It's a little smoother than that.
You think it's smoother?
I got to go back and forth. But
Okay, cool.
Off of first impression.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do in the event of a tie?
That's a good question.
It's a great question.
Because I haven't decided yet, personally. Because they are very different.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is tough.
It is, guys.
Wow, this is very tough. I shouldn't have made this so tough.
They both have pros, and really neither of them have cons.
No.
That's the best way to put it. These both have pros, and really neither of them have cons.
That's the weird thing. I don't have.
I don't know what to do.
There is no con.
Yeah, it could be a coin flip on any given day. Yeah, look at that. Can you see them?
Wow. I actually can.
Yeah, all my goosebumps and arms hairs are standing up right now. This is exciting. I've never been this close of a draw in a while. So on the Lux row,
Ooh.
I'm getting a circle of fragrances and perfumes. I'm definitely getting the malt. I'm definitely getting that creme brulee. I'm definitely getting the caramel. I'm definitely getting the toasted. And it is making a whirlwind of a circle on my palate. I'm salivating right now. I'm salivating in the tonsils. I'm salivating in the tongue. I'm going to have to give this 3 out of 3 stars, 5 out of 5 stars. However you want. This has to go to the top.
I agree.
I'm going to switch to this
Now.
rare breed real quick.
Now.
So the rare
Focus
breed.
before you try the rare breed again. Focus on the finish
Yeah.
of each, because I feel like
It's going to be.
that's the only deciding factor
Yeah.
here, because I think both noses are
Boom.
uniquely fantastic.
Mhm.
Both palates are uniquely fantastic, and I think we need to focus on finish. See which one's longer.
I could get the high rye on this. So the rye's tamed down because they split it with half a liter.
Yep.
I'm not one to say rye tastes like pickle, but I do think Sazerac's rye tastes like pickle.
Mhm.
But once I've established that, I can almost pick out rye. Okay, so I can smell the rye in the turkey, which isn't bad. It's just very rye heavy, and it almost depends like where you're at that day.
Sure.
Off camera, not a taste test Tuesday, we were at Wild Turkey earlier today, and we got to try Long Branch, Russell's 10, Turkey 101, and Turkey 101 rye. And Russell's 10 is my go-to 5 out of 5 nights out of the week usually. But for some reason, the Long Branch was hitting nicest for me today. The mesquiteness, the smokiness. It was really hot outside today, so that 94 proof, is it right? 94 proof?
It's actually 87.
87 proof, okay.
Which for an
Right.
just for a side note, for an 87 proofer, I know Long Branch gets a little bit of flack, but that is one of the best 87 proofers of all time.
Mhm.
There is very few bourbons under 90 that are any good at all, and that's really good. Just on a second.
Yeah.
All right, I just kind of went through the finish.
Yeah.
On the single double.
Mhm.
I'm going to go on the finish with the rare breed. And then if the finishes are equal, I think we have to go on price,
Right.
which is sad,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Yeah.
If they're all,
Yeah. So off camera earlier today, I was talking about that with producer Pam. It's almost hitting to a certain point where like some of these things, they all taste delicious, right? Once you get to be an enthusiast, unless you're buying bottom shelf stuff,
Sure.
you're gonna find tasty things. It's just the way it is. None of these guys are making these things to sit on the shelves.
Right.
They want them to be bought.
and
so,
it's really preference at the end of the day.
these are both fantastic. They're both phenomenal. I think at the end of the day, it's just going to be what profile you're in the mood for.
Yeah, I think that's really it.
Yeah. For some reason, today for me, this is hitting like a cigar blend. Like I think this
Yeah.
one tastes really good
The rare breed is hitting
with a
today.
cigar. I like it. I get the leather and I get the oak.
Mhm.
My palate's a little dry. If I were going to give it to one this time, I think I'd give it to the Lux Row, just because of the way it was making me hit in the tonsils today. But, you know, if we're throwing it down in price, this one's $30 less expensive. You know, at the end of the day, if you found either of these and it can only get one, I don't think you're gonna go wrong either way you go.
Yeah,
but if you can only get one, you probably need that extra $30 in your pocket, which means this is gonna be the one you get. So it's almost like this one's gotta be the one that moves on.
I think for me, they're so even that the only differentiator that I had for me was that this had a slightly longer finish.
Mm-hmm.
And it had more oak,
mm-hmm.
which I do appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
If this was slightly oakier, it would actually have wiped the floor with this.
Correct. Yeah, so if I'm taking price out of this one, honestly, I think it's different
because they are very different.
Yeah, they're just two totally different bourbons.
Yeah,
I'm getting peanut and banana now on this third go around.
So I'm really on the actual bourbons themselves. I am so torn because these are so equally quality driven. For me, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave you guys with these are both fantastic. If you could buy one or both, I'd buy one or both.
Yeah. This is the first time I feel like I've ever said I don't know.
Yeah.
At the end of, legitimately said I don't know and meant it.
Because I don't even want to call it a tie, because I think they're both better in both aspects.
Yeah. But I think that for moving on purposes, because somebody has to win.
Somebody's got to win.
I think we got to end up going to price then.
I think so too.
I think that's where we're at, and I think then Rare Breed is going to take it to the next round.
Rare Breed's taking it to the next round.
And I honestly think it still has a really solid chance at winning against a lot of different things.
We'll find out.
But we will have to find out on another video. But for this time, that's been Taste Test Tuesday.
Honorable mention to Lux Row. You know, we love you guys.
Absolutely.
You know, keep up the good work. You know, definitely honorable mentions. This was a close one today, guys.
Amazing quality.
Like Johnny said, top guys out.